Right, Yatta Slap. Welcome to the status update for the very first time. It's an honor to have you.
It's definitely a pleasure to be here. It's crazy.
Most definitely. We're here with a Mario film visual. We just shot a mic challenge, a video. You just went crazy. Some tells me that video gonna go viral as hell.
Hey, if it go viral, hey, so be it, man. Like, let's get it.
Most definitely. Now, where are you from and how was it growing up?
So look, I was born in Chicago, St. Bernard Hospital.
Okay.
But I moved when I was 4, or probably around like when I was 2, to Springfield, Illinois, the state capital. I was out there, man. Y'all ever seen the movie Get Out? That's exactly what that city is. Like, I'm telling y'all better get the fuck out of there. Y'all still up? I'm telling you.
We knew what the storyline was for Get Out, so it's exactly like that with the. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy out there.
What city was that?
That's Springfield.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
So that's the field. It's crazy out there though, but that's where I was raised from, But I was out there for 13 years, then I moved to Harvey World.
Okay.
Out here, Harvey World. And shit. I've been here ever since.
Most definitely. Okay, so now one thing I noticed about you, a lot of the Chicago artists, the Illinois artists, they portray like a gang culture, drill. Why don't we hear that out of you? You got more of like a 50 Cent, Kanye type of flow.
Hey, shout out Kanye, man. That's my literally, he tweaking right now, but that's my favorite artist, like all time.
Right.
I'm telling you.
Right.
But I don't do that. I really just, from a young age, I saw what it was.
Okay.
I was in the streets, like I said, like, I wasn't in the streets, but I was around street niggas,
Right.
And I knew what the fuck, like, what was what, no bap. So,
Right.
I'm like, yeah, they can have that shit for real. What really happened, no bap. Like, I'm right next to a motherfucker. We cool, having a decent ass conversation. Another motherfucker come up, his whole demeanor changed. It scared me.
Right.
It scared me. Like, I'm telling you, like, this what the streets got to offer. Y'all can have it, I'm telling you so. Yeah, when I was little, I always be in poetry. I used to always I used to always win like poetry slams and all.
Oh, nice, okay.
Shit. So, yeah, I'm just different, But I always knew my purpose. I always wanted to be like something like bigger than myself. I always wanted to be an astronaut or a firefighter or an archaeologist.
Okay.
You ain't never gonna get no gang shit out of me for real. I don't even say gang, like,
Right.
I really, your vibe attract your tribe, so I'm in a tribe for real.
Okay. Can we ever see you doing a video shoot inside one of the poetry meetings or something, like how they do? Like,
Nah, yeah.
Okay.
That's my aura.
Okay. Definitely.
Art. I love art.
Most definitely. I think Tupac was on some poetry type stuff. Dope. Okay.
Shout out to them Geminis too.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, man. All these other zodiac signs, I don't know.
Most definitely.
Feel me?
Okay. So you're an Aries, you said.
With Aries, yeah.
So are they like compatible with the Geminis or
Aries
something?
and Gemini, highly compatible.
Okay.
Love mama, if you a Gemini, you hear me? You ain't gotta say too much, no doubt.
Most definitely.
For real though.
Most definitely.
All the other zodiac signs.
Okay. So now, I know Kanye is one of your favorite artists, but who would you want to work with in the industry, whether they be from Chicago or whether they be in the industry, like if you had the opportunity to?
Yeah, that's a good ass question. Shit, for real, Brittany Carter.
Okay.
Brittany Carter, now, she underground, right?
Right.
But y'all, mostly, like, if you know, like, I really fuck with, like, the Hyde Park underground, shout out Freddie Oso, shout out Solo the Dewey, but yeah, pretty much, though, that's really it.
Okay, definitely. Okay, so now, let's say you said Brittany Carter?
Yeah, Brittany Carter.
So let's say Brittany Carter wants to do an album with you and Kanye wants you to do a show with him that week. What are you doing? You can only choose from one. Brittany Carter with an album or Kanye do a show with Kanye for a week.
So, I don't think Brittany Carter a Gemini, so I gotta rock with my Gemini buddy.
Kanye. Okay.
Gemini.
Okay. Most definitely. Okay. So now, if we were to play your phone right now, we were at a party right now, we put your phone on the speaker, what would we hear?
I'll hear all type of shit for real. Like, I'm telling you, I got rock, you feel me? I got all type of shit. Y'all gonna hear all type of shit for real. I don't put myself in a box.
Right.
Never did.
Most definitely. Okay. So now, what advice do you have to the young talent coming up in the city of Chicago? Because I know you're a pretty positive brother. So how do you, stay focused, and what's your advice?
Man, look, man. Don't be in the streets if you're not about that. If you got an outlet, God give you a gift, use it.
Right.
Use it before you lose it. And being around the wrong motherfuckers, you're gonna lose it.
Most definitely.
Watch who you shaking hands with too. You transferring energy.
Right.
Another thing is, like, I'm telling you, like, it ain't nothing wrong with staying in school. It ain't nothing wrong with getting an education. All these street niggas, I'm telling you, they my age, they wish they had an education. They wish they was still in school. They wish they had a bachelor's in something. They wish.
Right.
You feel me? They fucked up in these systems. They made that pledge to a system that ain't served them, It served them when they was young, but now they 30, 35. They looking back like, damn. So, man, I'm telling y'all, blast off with that shit for real. Shoot for the moon. You wanna land amongst the stars,
Most definitely.
Who
Okay.
got the hardest Win Legit challenge freestyle?
Man,
Let us know.
Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all the Slap, man. Slap got the hardest freestyle, I'm telling you. Well, legit. Shout out Herb, though, man.
Most
definitely I fuck with her. I really fuck with her, man.
Look, one thing, they got all the streamers right now at the streaming university. You feel like they should do some shit like that for the rappers?
Yeah.
I feel it.
Feel
Yeah.
me? Definitely.
Certain type of rappers. Yeah.
Yeah, put me in that, for real. Definitely put me in that motherfucker, Rapper University.
Okay. So now you were in the military. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay. So you had an honorary discharge. What is a honorary discharge?
It's something. It's the highest discharge you can get.
Okay.
It's no type of disciplinary action. You got dishonorable, you got honorable. Honorable just means you did your time, you did what you had to do, you got out.
Okay. So was it by choice or were you drafted?
I was actually medically discharged. I had a couple injuries and I had got a mental injury as well.
A mental injury?
Literally, yeah. So I was actually I ain't got it all up here.
Okay.
I married when I was up in the military.
Okay.
And I thought I was doing the right thing. And the whole time, like, I'm telling y'all, I ain't know her, but she fucked me up. So
What did she?
literally, she aimed the gun at me. You feel me?
Wow.
Now look, what J May say, do your homework on getting a gun aimed at you. You in Chicago, okay, that's everyday life, but everyday life ain't something that you love somebody and they do that shit. It do hit different.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Different.
Okay. So now you got married while you were in the military. So did you come back home or did you guys set something up somewhere?
Yeah. Basically, so she was pregnant with our.
Oh, okay.
She was pregnant.
Okay.
With our son, and our son, okay, his birthday. So I went to see the birth. So once I got to the hospital, cool, saw the birth. So I'm like, all right, this is what I'm gonna do, because I made a pledge as soon as I was like, as far as I can remember, like, I'm safe out here. So
Right.
anybody who get pregnant with mines, I'm marrying them.
Right.
Like, well off. But long story short though, I married her, but I didn't know her that long. I didn't even know her for a whole year.
Okay.
But I don't know, I guess that really say a lot about my word, how I
Right.
keep it. Because I kept my word, but yeah.
Okay. So now,
I ain't getting married again, that shit over with.
okay. No,
Last year,
I was asking how you got into the military. So you went in by choice at
oh,
what age?
Yeah. So my sister died, man.
Okay.
My sister died off fentanyl, man, and she ain't have
Sorry to
life
hear that.
insurance. Family's all fucked up. We ain't have it. So I'm like, what can I do? Shit. I was thinking about throwing my life away. Feel me? Like, we gotta get this motherfucker off the streets, whoever. So I'm like, I just thought, I'm like, if I'm willing to do the wrong thing, throw my life away doing the wrong thing,
Right.
let me throw my life away doing the right thing.
Okay.
Let me go to the Army, you feel me? And let me do one more good thing. So I went to the Army, I signed a 6-year contract.
Okay.
And yeah,
That's good.
murder what she wrote.
Most definitely. Okay. So now, do you have any like crazy memories or experiences that you had while you was in the military? Like anything
Man,
happened?
look, basic training, man. I tell you, look, boot camp, shit crazy. If I could explain that shit, it's 10 weeks. But if I could put it in words with 2 words, I'd say black butterfly.
Okay.
It's dark, but at the end of the day, it's beautiful.
Okay. And you're an artist, so what do you tend to accomplish being an artist? Like, are we gonna hear any new mixtapes, albums coming soon? We know you just shot a visual.
Definitely, like EPs on the way. I got an EP on SoundCloud, but definitely like EPs, albums, shit. Definitely,
Okay.
I'm definitely open to working with new artists too. Something I'm not really like, used to doing, but I'll open that, invite.
Most definitely. Okay, so now how to reach out to you if anybody wants to, get a feature or anything like that?
Yeah, man, my Instagram is The Real Mr. Gory.
Okay.
TheMister. TheRealMrGory. The Real Mr. Gory.
Most definitely.
Instagram and shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, appreciate this interview, bro. Hope to work with you again soon. Hear some good things about you.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Shit, shout out, man. Hey, stream me, man. Stream that. Look, Yatta slap. Went legit freestyle. I just went crazy.
Most definitely. We want to shout out Trap too,
Shout out Trap for sure.
Most
shout
definitely.
out Trap.
So any shout outs you want to give out before we get out of here?
Shout out Thomas Tane. Shout out Bad Conscious, man. Harvey World. Another motherfucker I want to shout out for real is shout out motherfucking, what's her name? She going up right now. Forgot her motherfucking name.
She's a rapper out of Chicago?
And Harvey.
Okay.
Damn, what the fuck is her name? Medusa Sine.
Okay, I'm gonna check her out.
Medusa Sine. Shout out to, she going crazy right now, for real.
Shout out to Reno.
Oh, shout out King Reno too, man. Shout out King Reno.
Most definitely.